So, the painter that I have is Édouard Vuillard, and he is a French painter. And I'm going to kind of start from his early childhood. So, when he was 10, he and his family moved to Paris. And 5 years later, when he was 15, his father died. So he was living with his mother, and she was running a dressmaking business out of their home. He was very interested in the work that his mother did, the kind of domestic life of working at home, providing for the family. And we are going to see this kind of in his work over time. He won a scholarship to go to Lycée Condorcet, which where he studied fine arts, studied painting, and met some of his lifelong friends here. In 1890, he was a co-founder of Les Nabis, which that's two words, and it's spelled L-E-S and then N-A-B-I-S. And this was an avant-garde group, a part of the post-impressionist movement. They were kind of inspired by the work that Gauguin did, all kind of stemming from the fascination with Japanese prints. Yeah, so they were fascinated with Gauguin and the way that he worked. And so this group broke from Impressionism by emphasizing the flat surface of the canvas using large areas of non-naturalistic pure color. We can see that in this image here. There's a lot of large areas of just pure color. And this is a photo of his mother and sister both working on a dress. His mother's the one on the right. So this is kind of the first little bit of him being fascinated with domestic life. He eventually was found by Vuillard, who is that well-known art dealer that we've talked about in the past. Vuillard saw potential in Vuillard, and he eventually commissioned him to do a set of lithographs. So this is one of them, and he did a handful of these in different scenes, and I think they were shown in a show, and they sold really, really well. So this commission by Vuillard was kind of the first thing to kind of put him on the map, get the publicity that he deserved. And after this kind of happened for him and people knew about him, he just kind of dove even further into his art, into his paintings. And right after this kind of happened, some of his best paintings were done. This is one of them. This is called Two Seamstresses in the Workroom. And you can see that it's very loosely done, has abstraction to it, divisionism, bright colors, and you can see that it's like influenced by the work of his mother. These paintings are very rich in color, pattern, and texture, and painted very loosely. So, eventually in the early 1900s, Les Nabis kind of disbanded. The men in that group weren't working as closely together as they used to be, and this kind of caused a shift for Vuillard to take a more naturalistic approach, capturing more informal, candid moments of his friends and family in their homes, just kind of doing everyday life. And he liked to focus in the home, but also outside of the home, in gardens. And he had a camera. He recently got a camera like in this time. So he was really fascinated with photography, and often would take photos of these moments, focusing on his like composition of his scenes. And then he would paint those scenes from those photos. So he continued to work like this until 1940.